and welcome to The Gist. Even with smart devices and artificial intelligence, our brains can do things that no machine can yet match. From processing emotions, to learning language, to creative problem solving, we haven't figured out how to replicate exactly what the mind does. Yet our beautiful minds can also lead us astray into negativity, violence, or self-sabotaging behavior. At a minimum, most of us can relate to the experience of being lost in our own minds. We might be going about our day when we're triggered by a thought. Our minds start building stories based on fear or erroneous assumptions, and before we know it, a passing thought has spiraled out of control into a full-blown catastrophe. We know deep down that we have better things to put our attention on, but try as we might, we can't seem to refocus. So what can we do to stop our runaway brains in their tracks and regain some much-needed perspective? Here are a few thoughts. Focus on our bodies. Psychiatrist and neuroscientist Bessel van der Kolk has studied how our bodies retain a memory of things that have happened to us. His initial work focused on trauma in Vietnam veterans. In his latest book, The Body Keeps the Score: Brain, Mind, and Body in the Healing of Trauma, he outlines how trauma shapes the brain's response. Even outside of trauma, though, we can apply this knowledge of bodily memory to neutralize our day-to-day stressful thinking. Instead of following a thought to a catastrophic conclusion, we can gently divert our attention to our bodies. We can calm accompanying physical symptoms like rapid heart rate, tension in the body, or butterflies in the stomach by deepening our breath, being still, or progressively relaxing our muscles. This process can in turn calm our minds, creating a biofeedback loop. We can then see more clearly that our anxiety was disproportionate. Also, integrating practices like meditation or yoga into our lives, along with a healthy diet and sufficient sleep, can buffer us against having heightened reactions to begin with. Practice self-inquiry. Introspection and critical thinking are also great tools to curb the runaway brain. Author and teacher Byron Katie has developed a simple checklist of what she calls 4 liberating questions to support self-inquiry. These questions are rooted in her personal experience of coming through an emotional and mental breakdown. In her book and eponymous website, The Work, she invites us to apply these questions to our thoughts and then turn around or rephrase the thought in a neutral or positive manner. I found these questions very helpful in challenging my own thinking, biases, and beliefs, especially when I'm overwhelmed. So here are the questions. Is it true? Can you absolutely know that it's true? How do you react when you believe that thought? And who would you be without that thought? I'd encourage you to try these questions on your own thoughts. Rewrite our stories. Jon Kabat-Zinn, founder of the Mindfulness-Based Stress Reduction, or MBSR program, often jokes that we are always telling self-referential tales in our heads. The story of me, starring me, he quips. But it's helpful to examine these stories and see if we can rewrite them, sometimes literally. Author and coach Alex Dorr suggests a number of written exercises through his YouTube videos on mental minimalism. In his Edit Your Story exercise, you take a particular thought, problem, or situation that's challenging and write down everything that makes it stressful. Why you are upset, who's causing you frustration, what are you worried about, and how it makes you feel. Then you take this unvarnished version of your thoughts and cross out everything except what you know to be true. Any assumptions about people, any anticipated outcomes, all get crossed off. What should remain are the facts, and looking at the facts usually helps us think more minimally, reducing the fear and mental extrapolation that we all succumb to at times. So if you suffer from the runaway brain, like many of us do, give some of these ideas a try. Maybe in time, we can all have greater control over which thoughts we attend to and which ones we let go of. And with practice, we can make life feel a little lighter each step of the way. On that note, wishing you a great week ahead and see you next time on The Gist.